What's going on, man? It's your big brother K-Rino, and y'all are tuned in again to K-Rino Radio, the YouTube edition, man. As y'all can see, man, I have a very special guest with me in the building, man. My brother is a screwed up click legend. He's a legend in the city of H-Town, and he is one of the pieces of one of the most iconic songs that ever come out of the H, man. Matter of fact, the song turned so iconic that he had to adopt the name Mr.June 27th himself. My brother, Big Demo. What's going on, family? How you feeling?
Oh man, it's your word. Thank you for having me, man. It's anything for you, but yeah, man, it's just good, man. I'm happy and happy to get old.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We won't say get old, we say we get older, you know.
Older.
Yes,
Okay.
sir. Yes, sir, man. Because we still young in this thing, man. Bro, I want to ask you about, just take us to your start in the game, man. When did you start getting into this rap music and say
Period.
your period, just falling in love with listening and then transitioning over into saying, I'm gonna
Okay,
do
you got it. Well, I was at home. I was going to Cornelius Elementary School, about a quarter mile from Hardman. And I went home, turned on the radio, and the song came on, and they said, hip hop, hip it to the hip it hip hip yeah. I'm like, what in the world?
right.
And then it was crazy because like I remember when that song first came out, Sugar Hill Gang rappers they like. Um, I can remember everybody thinking it was just one person.
Yeah.
They were like, it's three people. It's three. Even I was like, it's three people, mama. And
Right.
like ever since then, I was just enthused with music. Like when that song, that's the first record I ever bought. That and the Sheep, both I had to get both of the records.
Right.
And for some reason, because like my family was musical. I mean, don't nobody play instruments or nothing like that, but they all had, the 70s. They all had the record room with the net and the albums up there and just records. And so I was around that. And my mama gave me and my sister $10 and took us to the record store. And I remember buying two of both songs.
Right.
I don't know why I did it. None of that.
Yeah.
And she took me to we was on our way to Fifth Ward to my cousin's house for the summer. It was the last day I can remember, and man, I got to my cousin's house. He was older than me. And he was already in high school. I was in elementary. And I get to his house and he was like, what you got? I was like, I got some records. He said, you bought two of the same records? I said, yeah. He was like, oh, you a DJ. You a DJ. And I was like, yeah, I'm a DJ. I'm a DJ. So from that point on, I turned myself to a DJ. I didn't know what it contained, what it pertained to, what it meant to do or nothing, but I was like, I'm a DJ. So after that, I just, I remember to memorize that song, I wrote the song. I wrote the whole song and memorized it. And it was like, man, I know this song. And I would go to school and we rap that song, whoever, everybody was doing the same thing. But like, I just stayed, like when the next song came out, I wasn't trying to hear it. I wanted to hear, it just was, because see, well, you say give it to you raw.
Yeah.
I used to write poems when I was little.
Right.
And my mama was like, oh, son, blah, blah, creative, blah, blah, this and that. And she'd make me write greeting cards with little rhymes and, romantic type, lovey-dovey type stuff. And I'm like, man, I'm a little boy. I think love is a heart. I think that's love, And, I wasn't with that. So when I heard that, I was like, man, that's why I can rhyme.
Right.
And like from then on, I was a closet rapper until till right before the year before I started junior high, which turned to middle school while I was in it. But in the cafeteria at school, people would sing different rap songs. Everybody had a rap song they knew, they wrote. You know, how we heard them, I don't even know how we was hearing them. I was getting lucky going to the record store. And it was some dudes that sung Your Mama. They would always sing Your Mama. And they would outdo me because I was singing the song everybody knew. But only few knew about the Your Mama song because it was Your Mama. And I know you know about the Your Mama song.
Yeah. That's right. I
And
said Your Mama. Yeah, I remember that song.
yeah. So they was like, it was like battling almost. But I had wrote I had some little rhymes, you know, but I never said them. So I got tired of like feeling like I was second when I feel like I'm the one that started everybody rapping at lunch. And so I bust one of mine, you know. I can't remember. I know it was something corny, but I wrote it, you know, and it rhymed and it was on beat. And I remember everybody was like, oh my God, you know, that wasn't even the term back then, you know, but everybody was like, just like, oh man, he got y'all. He oh man. And it was on from then on. So by the time I got to Hardman.
In your veins at that point, huh?
Yeah. Because like by the time I got to Hardman, it was, you know, Run DM, you know, we did the Curtis Blow and all that, but you know, 102 only played the you know, the popular, you know, you would hit the Sugar Hill Gang.
Right.
You might, you know how long it took for us to get to the message, you know what I'm saying? And so it was slowly, you know what I'm saying? And by the time I moved to Long Drive in 1980, and we was going to Hardman, and it just grew from there, you know. By that time, you know, New York was popping, and it was cool to rap. You know, we all was cool. We were cool. We were the cool dudes. Finally, you know, all us rappers. But when that era left, all of us, me, you, P, you know, all of us, we became just like a novelty almost. This dude rapping.
Oh man.
He's still rapping.
Man, wow. Man,
He's still wearing Adidas, all that kind of stuff.
You hitting it on the head, bro, because I mean, you couldn't have said it no better, because that was the thing. People that believed that back in the early 80s that rap was just a fad. It was gonna go away in a little while.
Yeah.
And when it didn't go away, but a lot of people had stopped doing it, we were still doing it. That's exactly what oh man, y'all still doing that?
Yeah.
Doing that? Man, that's interesting, man. Big Demo is with us. We want to go into just the what the meat of what the people want to, and I know you've been asking.
Oh yeah, that's next,
man. But just for my listeners and my viewers, man, we gotta know that song, man. June 27th is so iconic, and I use that word. I don't use the word iconic a lot. That song is so iconic to where here we are, almost 30 years later. If that song comes on, everybody gonna lose their mind, and it's transcended through generations. Give us the origins of it, because for a long time, people was like, the whole old story, man, that's Screw birthday. They thought it was Screw birthday and all that. Break down how you came to make that song, how all y'all got together and that song was born, bro.
Okay. 1 week before June 27th, I made a tape called Dancing Candy. Big Mo featuring. He had already done the 3 in the morning, but as far as popping on a screw, it really hadn't been done. So I was like, I gotta get Mo on now. You know, I know this dude. Gotta get Mo. I gotta get Mo on there. I gotta hear him sing. And my whole thing was, I wanted to hear somebody sing my name. That's all I wanted. And so we got together and we did the Dancing Candy. And I can remember we were young. I don't want to come off as a doper or nothing, but you know, we was leaning, drinking a lot of drink and stuff. And we went to Screw House, and it was this when the front door was being used, you know, because we had went somewhere. And if you come in Screw House through the front door, you got a couch and really nothing else, because all the action is in behind that. You know what I'm saying? So I said, screw, I'm gonna sit down right here. I sat on the couch. This is that same guy I met, his mom and his sister. And I sat on the couch. I said, I'm gonna just chill right here for a minute before we start the tape.
Yeah.
So he said, okay, blah, blah, boom. Well, the tape started. I heard the tape start, and I fell off, leaning, sleep, gone. So I wake up, and I hear Kesey in that wrecking. He demoed and fell asleep, but we still gonna wreck. So I started laughing. They think I'm asleep. They think I'm missing the tape. So I get up and run in now. What's up? Everybody sitting down chilling. They was listening to the shit for the third time.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, I done missed everything. He said, man, you done missed everything. I was like, God damn. I was like, man. I say, Big Mo, oh, man. I was like, man, no. Screw, I got to do another tape a week from now on my Bday, June 27th. I got to do another tape, man. The same niggas. Me, Haircut Joe, Kesey, Big Mo, Screw. And Poking, my fault, and Poking. Yeah. So I'm like, man, okay. So I'm like, damn, man, I missed it. So that was like 1 week from hell, really, because I was, you know, I wanted to make sure it happened.
Yeah.
And at the same time, on the Dancing Candy, I was supposed to take Youngster with me to Screw House, because I had met Youngster in the process, and boy, the young brother was cold, man. And he was so cold, I couldn't tell him. He's 16, you know. And so he was supposed to come with me, but I left him on purpose. So I was like, this nigga paid his dues, man. He gonna pay his dues.
Right.
If you just get that lucky, you know. But he was cold, man. Yeah. So when I went back to the Southwest Sandpiper with the tape, well, the Youngster was pissed. He was mad. Mother, you a cake, man. He called me everything. You been all in my house, man. You eating together and everything. He was mad. So I was like, man, just chill out. I said, I'm making another one next week on my B-Day, June 27th. So be ready and we gonna go, man. So boom. That's how Youngster, you know, got to be a part of it. Really his coming out party, you know.
So check this out. So when you look at it from in hindsight, you falling asleep on your own tape turned into a bigger blessing, because just imagine if you wouldn't have fell asleep, you might not have came back on your birthday.
Yeah,
June 27th. So everything happened for a reason, you know. That's amazing right there. You might have said, I got my tape, I'm on it, and did something else on your birthday. And this great song would have never been recorded, man.
You're right, man, because you know, I never even thought about it that deep. You know how deep you are, man. But man, you're right, man. I never even thought about it like that, because I just wanted him to sing. I wanted him sing my name. That's it.
Right.
And the fact of me not getting it, it was just, oh man. So like I was saying though, when we got to that day, it was like, when you're getting ready to go to Screw House, it's a preparation. It's not nothing you actually try to do, but it happens. Got to get you some weed. Got to get you some oil. Got to get some, you know, just things you got to do. So in the process of all of us that was on the Dancing Candy, with Youngster added, every time we stopped, we picked up people.
Right.
Like when they looking at the cast, you want to get a what? What y'all finna do, man? What y'all? Hey, what's up? What y'all finna get into, man? Y'all finna go to Screw, ain't you? Yeah, we finna go hit Screw. Man, let me go with y'all. Man, I don't care. You know, Screw don't care with me, man. Come on, let's go. And so every stop we made, the posse got bigger. You know, and that's how it happened, man. And man, it was so crazy. And the magical thing is the tape ain't nothing. The freestyles being kicked before the tape. The freestyles being kicked before the tape made the tape.
Man.
Because nobody has seen Youngster. They know Kesey.
Right.
They know Lil Third. They know Lil Shane. Who the hell is Youngster?
Right.
He kind of different. It's Southwest in him, you know? And that boy went, I'm like, screw, this is my little partner I was telling you about last week, Youngster. Kick something. Like I said, sick him.
Right.
And man, this boy, and that boy Pokey leaned over to me. Emo, who is this little nigga? I said, I'm a Youngster. And I could see I could see him thinking, like, I'm not gonna let this little nigga wreck me.
Right.
I'm not gonna let this little nigga wreck me.
Right. Right.
So it was crazy because like after Youngster flexed, Pokey just man.
Right.
And they was both just going, and it wasn't battling, but they was both just lifting weight, man. I'm talking about.
They was establishing their position. Yeah, exactly.
Hey, man.
Exactly.
And that's when that boy had Good Joe say, hey, stop this shit. It's time to make the tape.
So let me get this straight. So you saying that the freestyling, the working out that was going on before they even press record,
man,
was doper than what the actual song. So
wait,
yeah,
100 million, 10 times doper.
Hey, man.
We were why we in here sweating?
Right.
Two people rapping. We in the kitchen.
Right.
We mixing up drink. We in the kitchen. These boys in the kitchen going out wrecking. Everybody, you know, it's two doorways. There's one in the kitchen and one out the kitchen.
Right.
And the doorway, everybody like, you know, I want to be in the kitchen.
Right,
Shit, in
right,
the kitchen.
right.
I mean, I can't.
You know, and that happened a lot. That's why a lot of engineers, when they have a creative environment like that with a whole bunch of young, hungry artists in there, a lot of engineers, they always keep the record button active. It's always a hot mic because you never know when that magic happened by accident, and then but we got it. So that man, that's strong, man. To only imagine, you know, what them boys were saying.
It was some true New York underground shit happening. Man. Outside Houston, Texas.
Wow, wow.
And it was, man, I'm telling you, man, it was dope.
So how did you and Screw meet? Because we skipped right to
okay. I met Screw through my sister. My sister Tasha, man. She was a hustler, and she knew people. She knew ESG before me, knew Screw before me, knew Kiwi before me. I mean, like, my sister was the cool one. I was the nerd one until she introduced me to Screw. Right. And I met him, like, she had been telling me about him. I need you to meet my homeboy Screw. He a DJ, Demo. He make tapes. She was steady say this every time she seen me. Every time I talked to her, she was steady tell me. And I'll be like, damn, I ain't gonna jump on this nigga dick because he got all the shit that I don't got no more shit. So I was like, oh, fuck that nigga, you know? And so me and Kesey, she was moving. And me and Kesey helped her move. And like, it was a tape playing. And it was some Run DMC or something. It was mixed, but it was dragging. And I was like, damn. I was like, shit, I ain't say nothing. Packing the shit out. That shit sounds like that shit jamming. Who wonder who doing that? What station is that? And then a Houdini came on. Every time we made a trip, it was something on jamming. Right. And I'm like, Tasha, what's that you listening to? And what, I know that thing don't run on batteries, but why it's playing like that? And she was like, fool, I told your ass that's my homeboy Screw.
Yeah.
I want you to meet him. He be making old school, he be making tape, boy. I've been trying to tell you for the longest. I was like, okay. I was like, yeah. And Keith was like, oh yeah, I've been hearing about that dude, man. He be mixing up everything. I'm like, yeah, I guess. And so about 3 or 4 days later, she called me and she was like, Demo, I need you to go pick up my tape from Screw. I was like, go pick it up. I was like, shit, man, I'm not finna go driving nowhere, you know. And she was like, fool, you stay right down the street from Long Drive. Go get my damn tape, boy. I done already paid for it and everything. And I was like, all right. And she gave me his beeper number. And no, she said, Kyle, she gave me his beeper number. She said, I don't know how. No, I always had his home number first. She gave me his number. She said, call him when you get to call him at the payphone when you get to the Pilgrim on Park on Reveille. So I said, all right, pull up to the Pilgrim, call him on the payphone. He was like, all right, blah, 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 just coming, blah, blah, blah. So boom, I went down the street, boom, Screw. He had the edges driveway and the Screw poles standing out there. I pull up and hop out, and so you Demo, huh? I'm like, man, so you Screw, huh? I say, man, we both just bust out laughing. Because Screw, she had been bugging the shit out of Screw to meet me, just like she been bugging me to meet him. So we both just laughed about that. And we just chopped it up right there, man, on his driveway, at the edge of his driveway, man, for maybe it turned dark on us, you know what I'm saying? And we were just talking about like, you know, the game, you know, and like how long I've been rapping and what we like now, what's jamming to us now. And like that's the same, like first, that's the same day I met Fat Pat and Hawk that day. And like Screw got a special talent.
Yeah.
He know how to make every motherfucker feel like you the number one motherfucker he know.
Fact.
Hell of a, I don't know how he got that though. Fat Pat pull up, Screw, what's up? Blah, blah, blah. Be like, you ready? We like, man, now I'm chilling with my homeboy Demo right now. He out that Long Drive. And he was like, all right, we walk up. You know, if you know Fat Pat, you know his demeanor. What's up? What's up, Mr. Demo? Blah, blah, this. All right, I'll be right back. Screw, hit me when you're ready. And boom, you know, he left.
Yeah.
About 10 minutes later, Hawk, same thing.
Yeah.
I'm chilling with my homeboy Demo right now. He out that Long Drive, blah, blah, blah. Hey, Demo, hey, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, that's my brother. Blah, blah. Oh, okay. All right, be back. Screw, bye. Boom. And we just stayed chopping it up, talking about all kind of, you know, going to COTC, man, everything, and thing, how he went from being on Broadway to telephone, the way he talked about his old man. I mean, it's crazy how much we talked about just that night, man.
That connection, yeah.
Yeah, it was real because when I left this house, he said, well, you got my number and my beeper number. Fuck with me tomorrow. And I said, all right. But I didn't fuck with him because I was like, you know, that's some new nigga shit. You know, we really don't do the new, you know, we don't fuck with niggas like that. So the next day, I'm at the house in Long Drive. I see Kesey, and he like, damn, Demo, where you was yesterday? I was like, shit, I went to check out that dude Screw, man. I'm like, oh, you went to his house? I was like, yeah, man, I went and met the dude, man, blah, blah. You know, man, you take me with you? I was like, take me, man, no, nigga. I just went and picked up my sister tape, man. I got a new tape. Like, you got a new tape? I was like, yeah. Let's go to Walgreens and make some copies of this bitch. We went to Walgreens, got some 100-minute tape, and we made like 10 copies of it before we took it to her. And I remember it was called Riding White. She used to have a white rivet, and it was called Riding White. And we dubbed that. Everybody in Long Drive and everybody that knew us had that one. You know what I'm saying? And so like a couple of more days went by. I finally hit him, and he was like, "Damn, I told you to hit me. I thought you said you gonna." I was like, "Shit, man, I didn't know you were really serious. You know, we just met." We don't really know each other. Like, man, I told you to hit me, man. And they were like, come fuck with me. I said, all right, I'm bringing my little partner Keisha with me. He said, all right, as long as he good. I said, yeah, you're a G.
Yeah.
And so we went over there and shit. Man, I went over there and took Keisha. I was like, this is my little homeboy Keisha, blah, blah, blah. So he ain't number 14, but he a G, you know, blah, blah, blah. Cause you know, he had a G brother, 2 G brothers. So by him being the baby, he was like super G.
Right.
And man, walk right in that mug and do like, shoot, you want to do a tape? I was like, shit, yeah, I'll make a tape. And because I was looking at his records, I was like, God damn. You know, I was like, shit.
Library.
You in the DJ club? I was just joking. But the nigga said, yeah. I was like, damn, gotta be. Man, I never seen nothing, man, like this, man, in nobody room before. You know, maybe a couple of crates, maybe a ship, maybe.
Yeah.
But this was a whole room, man.
Right.
This was a whole room with a bed. You know what I'm saying? It's just one bed, a chair, and 2 or 3 crates. Maybe 2 chairs and 2 or 3 crates. Yeah. And the wheels are steel. Yeah. And he was like, just make it here. Take it. He had an Adidas box. He used to keep all his lists in the Adidas box. And he here, I'm gonna put it in his box. He said, man, make a list. No, he showed me all the lists in the box. And I was like, damn. I'm like, you gonna put it in the box? We're like, nah, we're gonna make it right now. Yeah. I was like, oh, hell yeah. And he gave me a pad and I made a little list out, you know, with things that, because he was like, I got everything. Right. And I put some jams on there and man, he just started, you know, he said everything ain't gonna make the list. He said put 20 or 15 or 20 songs, everything might not make the list. Right. So that boy just started going, man, and we went live first tape. And most of my tapes were live. Right? Only tapes that I had that wasn't live was because I used to do hazardous material work. I used to go out of town and I used to FedEx screw lists and shit. And he used to FedEx them back, man. Yeah. But man, it was crazy. I remember after we made that first tape, the next day I went to my storage and took all my records and I gave them to him. Hey. I say, here, man, you need all of these. I say, because I'm not doing it no more. And you doing it, man. You keeping it alive, you know. Yeah. Screw made it okay to be from the South Side. That's right. You know, because we had the Ghetto Boys, we had Scarface, but he was still saying Fifth Ward, Ghetto Boys, you know. And, you know, every time we went out of town, they was, you from Fifth Ward? I'm like, no. I ain't from Fifth Ward. It wasn't, you know, we used to go to Fifth Ward every summer, you know, to try to stay out of trouble. I'm talking 5300 Coke Street. Yeah. Y'all know what that is, Coke apartment. So, you know, I was deep in the nickel. I wasn't no outskirts. So we chilled in the nickel every year, every summer. You know what I'm saying? So it wasn't like nothing like that. But they say, you from Fifth Ward, nigga be like, hell no. I'm staying from the South Side, man, you know? And they were like, South Side. I was like, man, shit, yeah. And then, like I said, I was doing hazmat, so I was doing a lot of traveling. As time began to get deeper, they was knowing about the South Side because you had the 3-2 and the convicts, OG style, more groups were coming out, you know. And it was crazy because like when I go out of town, I would try to push them screw tapes, you know. I would dub everything I had and, you know, try to put people on it if I could, whatever it was, you know.
Let me ask you this. So when the song dropped,
no,
it hit. How did it hit the street? It came out on screw tape. How did it start hitting the streets to where everybody was all of a sudden knowing about June 27th? How did it get hot in the streets?
I think that Screw got some kind of magical power.
Yeah, he did.
Because he made that tape. And it took, you don't make your tape and get it that day. It's going to be maybe the next day or up to a week later. Because he got lists. He got to slow down a lot of shit. Right, make the tape. People be forgetting, we make these tapes regular speed, man.
Right.
People in there wrecking these beats.
Right.
And he might pitch control as a DJ to fade them in and out to blend them together to make them mix.
Right.
But the slow down was after the
Right.
tape was through.
Right.
So that's what was so crazy about the Dancing Candy. Because he slowed it down that same night. That's how long I was out. He made the tape and he slowed it down.
Yeah.
Because Big Mo was on that motherfucker record.
And
so,
you know, I'm gonna say this here. See, that make those freestyles more impressive because I thought about that before. It's like, yeah, y'all spitting on these beats at an up tempo on a lot of tracks. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
By the time they hit our ears, they screwed and chopped. You know what I'm saying? And we just locking in on that tempo. But y'all spitting because the beat that was used from June 27th, that was that Jermaine Dupri, right?
Chris, yeah.
And that was up tempo. It was really up tempo.
A quick song, yes.
So y'all, you know, I always been impressed by freestylers because that wit, man, you gotta be you gotta snap with it, man. And all of y'all, man, Screwed Up Click is so notorious for that, so great at freestyling. When the song hit the streets, when did you start noticing, man, people, damn it, this song is, I'm hearing my song now all over the street.
Let me tell you how long it took. Me and Kesey, we stayed in Long Drive.
Yeah.
For those of y'all that might not know, Long Drive is the same street as Bel Air, which turned to Griggs, which turned to Long Drive, which turns to Park Place. Okay, that's all one long ass street. So we stay in Long Drive. Screw House is 5 to 7 minutes from me. It took from us to leave from Big Mo House in 3rd Ward to us, because we posseed up on the 4th of July to go get the tape. Screw say it's gonna be ready on the 4th. Say, okay. We went to his house and we was in the, but we were posseed up because every nigga on that tape was excited about it. We knew it, man. We knew it. We knew it because of the Dancing Candy. We knew it. So everybody, that was a stressful week for us all. Especially for people that was in there for the first time. Can you imagine how youngster felt?
Yeah. Oh man.
So when we got that tape, we got, I think we picked up 10 or 20. I know I got 10. And everybody bought a few of them.
About a plethora of them bad boys.
Yeah. We went back to Big Mo House and did something, probably got some drink, but we went back to Big Mo House and we left and we headed to the sand. Now, how long does it take for us to get to the sand?
45 minutes.
That's how long it took for us to find out.
Man.
It was crazy because as soon as we hit the sand, we hear bum, ba, bum, bum.
Man.
And I was like, first we was tripping. I look at Keith look at me. I'm like, damn, it sounds like somebody jamming it.
Yeah.
Next thing I know, Mark. Damn, I thought sound like somebody. Then every car we passed, jamming it.
Wow.
First car, jamming it. Second, every vehicle we passed up was jamming the tape. The whole goddamn beach was rocking.
Wow.
And it was some crazy shit because we made it.
Right.
We just got it.
It caught on like wildfire. That's that quick.
How many people went to get it exactly after us when we left?
Man.
To be at the beach, everybody jammed.
Fresh off the presses.
Man, it was hot. It was just like some New York. What's the group in New York that made the tape and like it blew up? It was some real, I didn't really know this story until I seen that Netflix special, you know, the hip hop, you know what that show. Got the
Hip Hop Evolution.
Yes. Yeah. And I seen that full New York story of how that I forgot which group it was, how they shit just took off. And that was exactly what June 27th. I was like, oh my God, it was a deja vu in another place. Because man, it hit. It hit, man.
It's the same stories. They repeat themselves in different regions as other people coming up, going through their
Yes,
origin.
but it's almost though.
Yeah.
See that blast that they did in New York, it went worldwide. We all started rapping.
Yeah.
So this one kind of did the same for not just us, for the whole South.
Right. Yeah, no doubt. No doubt.
Because, Louisiana, that's just, they jam and screw just as hard as us. And it spreads further and further up to Tampa and some down south in Miami. But as far as I-10, you know what that I-10 connection is.
Oh, yeah.
So it just, it really, at first I would say it was just like how you said, just the same story, but it's not. Because after I did the June 27th, I stopped making tapes. Because what tape could I make that could I do that tape?
So is that the reason why you stopped? You didn't feel like you could do that? Or you just like, man, I'm good.
I'm like, man, I'm done.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm done. I done brought people with me and everything.
Right.
They still in screw acting a fool.
Right.
I'm done.
So the people know that you, because of course, they knew Mo, they knew Pokey, like say Youngster was just coming up. How was your recognition at that time? Because you were one of the participants on that song too.
Well,
was it hard for you to get your name, or?
Well, my name was before all of theirs, you know. Everybody knew me from rapping, That's how me and Pokey hooked up. Mark Christian used to always tell me, D-Mo, I got a partner that be wrecking, blah, 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 this and that. I want you to meet him. His name Pokey. Because, all us, we grew up in Long Drive. Right. So to them, I was the god. I was the baddest nigga they knew when it came to rapping. Right. So anytime Mark would tell me somebody was cold, I'd be like, what the fuck you mean? But at the same time, that other side of me was like, shit, who he talking about? Yeah. So I met with Pokey and shit, me and him got cool off the jump and shit. Boom, I started, come on, let's go. Yeah. Go to Screw. Because Screw wasn't a hater.
No, not at all.
Long as you didn't show any kind of hate, he was cool with you.
That's right.
And Pokey was playing ball. Yeah. He got, headed to the league because Pokey was headed to the league. You know what I'm saying? Right. And for whatever reason, he jumped down with us. He wanted to hit Screw. So we started hitting Screw. Right. And shit, he already good in the motherfucker. Yeah. All you gotta do is touch the mic, and that's shit. You're famous, boy. Because
let me ask you this, because this is really important. So how did the mix-up start where everybody was thinking that June 27th was Screw birthday? How did that start?
Because number one, I was done. I pulled away from that. I've been working coast to coast, chilling, got a wife, settling down, chilling, trying to live longer and all that. And just backing up off the scene, not doing, just being at home, being a father, being a, staying at home, being a man, not just trying to show out and shine. Because, all that stuff, that's show business, Like when you hear a song, that's the show part of it. Right. The work part is another side. So, I was making real good money. So I didn't need to, do shows, for 2,000, 3,000 and people got to split it and all that. I'm like, shit, I'm just doing me. So like the story of that Screw was crazy. I started hearing it change. But see, the thing is, when I backed up, I didn't know the tape was still, just going, people still. So by the time I did go somewhere, they were like, this my homeboy D-Mo. He the one, this the June 27 dude. And then like somebody will play it or it'll be like I'm at a club, it'll come on. And I'm like, damn, man, years later, 3, 4 years. What the hell, And then it kept happening, Screw passed, R.I.P. Screw, and all of them, man. It's a damn shame it's too many to name.
Yeah.
But man, Screw passed, that threw me out for a second.
Yeah.
Screw passed, and then I was like, everything is over, that whole blast is over. And then like by 2001, I'm steady hearing, I know they play it on the radio, but that's local, But I'm steady hearing like the buzz. And then the internet out now and all of this stuff. And it just kept getting bigger and bigger. And I wasn't catching the full story because I was just here in Houston still. But what happened is internet radio came out. And Ramsey Aubrey, I met him through Jordan Pennell, 2 white boys, okay? Jordan and Ram, they got a internet radio station.
Yeah, Optimo. Yeah.
Yeah. And Jordan, it was hitting me. He'd been trying to get in touch with Demo. Give me all your songs, all them songs. I'm like, man, them songs, give me all them old songs. I want all your shit, man. Yeah. I got a radio station on the internet. I want to play your shit, man. You're huge, man. You don't even know it. And he kept telling me that. So I went over to the station and I met Ram, and he was like, Ram wasn't saying nothing. He was sitting down. I could see his mind analyzing something. And so all of a sudden, maybe like 40 minutes into the visit, he was like, so you're Demo. I was like, yeah, for short, Big Demo. I say, really, that player Big Demo, but you can call me Big Demo, or you can just call me Demo. Yeah. And so he was like, I know that June 27th take up and down. Are you that Demo? I say, yeah, I'm that Demo. And Jordan was like, I told you, this is my homeboy, Big Demo, June 27th, blah, blah, blah. And then he was like, well, I'll be goddamn. He said, man, you're a star. I was like, man, I ain't no goddamn star. I'm sitting here with you. And he was like, man, you're a legend. I was like, no, I ain't no legend, man. He said, no, man, you a legend. People want to know who you are. People want to know, they don't know your face, man. You the one missing. I'm like, what are you talking about? He said, man, you are Mr. June 27. You are Mr. June 27. I'm like, okay, Yeah. And he was like, you just don't get it, huh? He said, I'm finna make you a Facebook. He made me a Facebook. And he said, here's the password and all this. I hope you know something about computers. Change that shit. But here, this is it. Yeah. I was like, okay. He said, I already put you a picture up there. I said, okay. So, man, before I left there, I had 100 requests. And that probably been like an hour or something. Yeah. But each request came with a message. It was like, are you the real Demo? Is this really Demo? Is this the screw tape? And I'm like, what the fuck is this? It was some crazy shit to me. Right. And so I was like, yes, this, blah, blah, blah. And ever since that, Ram named me Mr. June 27th. Wow. That was Ram done that, and he say, it's your birthday. People think it's Screw birthday. People think it's Big Mo birthday. People think it's Pokey birthday. People think it's my birthday. He said it could be anybody's birthday. They want to see you, man. And he wasn't lying, man.
You know what used to be funny about that? Because that used to always, I used to see it on the internet. That always separated the people who really knew the screw tapes and the screw culture from the ones who acting like they did. Yeah. June 27th, a couple of people look, happy birthday, Screw, happy birthday. All down the timeline. Did a real screw head go come in and smash
Act
them
a
up real quick.
fool.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
it's Demo, bro. I always correct them, you know. So I know that had to be crazy kind of once you got back in it to like, well,
Oh, it used to piss me off.
yeah.
It used to piss, man, I had a female bootlegging tapes and CDs come up to me at a gas station and told me she was Demo from June 27 by her dub.
Man,
Wait, what?
how she thought she was gonna get away with that, you know, with a whole from a whole
Well,
other
she
gym.
had a different look to her.
Yeah.
She had a different look to her, but
I guess when you screw it down, you can put a little more bass in it. If it was a female, I guess she thought that was the logic, I guess. But yeah.
like I say, she had a different look,
Right.
you know,
Right.
and she was just a little too short to be me. But I tripped out. I pulled a Tupac on her ass though.
Yeah. Yeah.
I tore all that shit up, all at the racetrack, slung and threw that shit all over the mother, all over everywhere.
Man.
And people thought I was beat up, thought we was fighting.
Yeah.
I said, no. I said, she just told me she was me.
Yeah.
And I'm me.
Yeah.
And she trying to sell me my music. I said, what she doing is a felony.
That's a hell of a thing right there.
So I just tore it all up,
yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
And it used to really piss me off, man, because it just did.
Yeah.
You know, but I know a lot of people, it would piss me off because it pissed my people off.
Yeah.
You know, my long drive people that's on that tape.
Right, right.
My long drive people that's heart is on that tape, that could have been on that tape, but wasn't on that tape because they let somebody else get on the tape.
Right, right.
So they could fit it all in the car or whatever, you know?
Yeah.
So it hurt people I knew.
Yeah.
But like after so long of being mad, and then it was building up the city, the state, the country. So I couldn't be mad at that. You know what I'm saying? That I'm not a mad type of brother, no way.
Yeah.
You know, I know a lot of people in this rap game, a lot of people, and I don't feel nobody owe me nothing. I don't ask for handouts or none of that from nobody from Houston. Right. You know what I'm saying?
You know what was beautiful to me though? Time passed and time vindicated you though.
I know.
Because not everybody knows.
It's
not everybody know. And I see it now the same way I used to see people making that mistake on the timeline, thinking it was Screw birthday. Now, June 27th, I see all the love that you get on June because people have been educated. They've been educated now, and they come. Hey, they know what time it is now. I've seen so many happy birthday demos a few months back, you know, and I just sit back and just like that's what's up, you know.
Hey man, let me tell you, I try to, cause I'm a personal dude. I try to one-on-one. If you know any of my songs, it's because you got it from me. Right. That's why I have a song called "Get It From Me," because I'm the true underground nigga. Right. I don't have no deals with nobody. Right. I don't have nothing. All I got is So South that'll put my records out wherever. Right. But it's me. My whole team is me. You know what I'm saying? And it's been that way. That's how I became a DJ. That's how I became a rapper. That's how I became a producer. Because when I got dope, nobody would give me beats no more. Yeah. You know, nobody would make tracks for me anymore. Right. You know, I used to be a beatboxer. So I had to get more serious with my rap because, you know, beatboxing was it for a while. Yeah, no doubt. So I held it down for a while without having to really, you know, making beats, you know, for people like us, we do that. Yeah. So that was easy for me, you know, to get money at school for lunch, you know, couldn't pull out the lunch card. So we finna battle. We finna either rap or we gonna beatbox. And so I would beatbox and get my lunch money, you know. So everything was me, you know, and that's why I owe so much thanks to everybody, the people, the people that then went to school all over the country, the people that done joined the service. When you from H-Town, you take H-Town with you. Right, brother. When you from Texas, you take Texas with you.
Right.
They take them screws. They take them to Okinawa when they in Japan, overseas serving for the military. They take them to Saudi. They take them to Djibouti when they're out there working for the government and stuff. They take these tapes everywhere. Man, I got more support overseas, and it's so crazy to me.
Right.
I got people from Australia that I communicate with that don't just talk to me. They buy my shit.
Come on.
They buy my shit, from shirts to records to cups to goddamn me pictures. They buy my shit. I got people in Canada that buy my shit. And I don't mean just in Toronto. I'm talking from coast to coast, the whole state, because they click like Texas. For some reason, you can live in Montreal and be real cool with somebody over here, wherever, Winnipeg. They tight like that. I sold one dude one thing, and all of a sudden, all of Canada started reaching out to me, man. You know, it's crazy. I'm selling shit in Okinawa to people, and some of them are American, but that's where they stay now.
Right, right.
You know, and some of them, I mean, come on, you know, K-Rino, man, the people in St. Petersburg, they tell me about the things they done with you.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, yeah.
So it's crazy.
Yeah,
that I get a lot of show me love in the city, in the state.
Right.
But the real love,
right,
to help you feed your people,
oh,
that's coming from other continents from me. I get a lot from here, but the lot I get from here is minuscule compared to what I get from people that don't speak the language.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
It's always been I won't say an underappreciation. In some regards, it is an underappreciation, but it's always been an overappreciation in foreign areas. You know, like they say, a prophet has honor in his own land. That's their principle, because they not able to reach out, touch you every day like those around you. So whatever they get from you, man, we got these big demo pencils coming out. They gonna cherish the hell out of that pencil.
Exactly.
You know, because
and the other states too. Let me not get it twisted though. Other states too. These New Mexicos, these Iowas, South Dakotas, all these people. Man, I mean, it's crazy. It's like it's crazy, man. I'm just me. I'm just me. It's crazy to have people that, you know, I be selling this air freshener. People, I shouldn't be selling it in Australia and in Idaho and South Dakota and San Diego and wherever but people, every state fuck with me. Let me clear that up.
You should be, because you like I say, you planted your feet and you established this thing, man, from the ground up, and you have earned your position, bro. It should never be, and I ain't saying that you are, that should never be a feeling of being apologetic about your advancement. You earned your position, family, you know, so you deserve that, man. Before we go, we got about 2 minutes. Anything you pushing, promoting, your social media and all that, let them know. And any project, whatever you got, let them know right now, my brother.
My most recent project was completed in October, last October. Well, this past October, it seemed like years ago to me, but it's called Flying High. They play a big demo, Flying High. It's on all the platforms. And, you know, I do my cups, you know, my June 27 cups. And I got shirts. Oh, I thought I had one on. I got all kind of shirts. And just like, if you need to get with me, my email address is thedemo, THADEMO 6767 @gmail.com. THADEMO 6767 @gmail.com. Anything you need, hit me and I'm gonna deal with you. If I have to invent something you want, you got it.
That's what's up, man. But look, well, let me tell you, bro, I really appreciate you, man. I appreciate you educating us on your history and on the screwed up click history, man, and the fact that people are starting to know more and more how foundational you are in terms of the whole screwed movement, man. So, you know, we thank you, brother. And, you know, anything you need from your big brother, don't hesitate to hit
Oh
me.
yeah, I got one for you. So
And
I'm
whenever
gonna
you're
text
ready,
you in a minute and let you know.
whenever you're ready, family. Big Demo, man. Mr. June 27th is in the building, man. Thank you so much, family. Y'all make sure
Thank you so much for having me, and it's
everything
an
you do,
honor
man.
anytime.
Blessings and love, family. Peace.
Peace.